I've taken 33 flights in the last 7 months, which adds up to 100 hours and 37 minutes in the air. That's a lot of time spent in cramped seats, disconnected from the world, and stuck between strangers. But I've learned how to use that time well, whether I'm feeling productive or just want to zone out and relax. In this video, I'm sharing 35 things to do on a long flight, a mix of fun and useful ideas that'll make the time fly by. Let's dive in. Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us. To keep it organized, I'm breaking everything into 7 categories so you can pick what fits your mood, your goals, or your seat situation. All right, first up, photos. Because honestly, my camera roll is always out of control, especially if I'm on a return flight from a trip. Use that time to actually edit your photos, crop them, brighten them, and make them Insta-worthy. Delete duplicates or the blurry ones you'll never use. Or if you're like me, pick the best one out of the 17 different captures of the exact same photo you took to make sure that you have one where your eyes aren't closed or your arms don't look weird. If you have an iPhone, assign faces so your phone can finally tell who's who. I love this feature for picking photos for a birthday montage or even trying to find a professional photo of myself out of my tens of thousands of photos. Similarly, fix the locations if some photos didn't save where they were taken. I find this particularly helpful for old photographs from childhood or photos sent to me from friends. You can also create albums for trips, friends, or events. It's a smart thing that makes looking back so much better. Honestly, going through photos on a flight is weirdly satisfying, like digital spring cleaning. Next, phone cleanup. Start by deleting apps you don't use anymore. I like to do this on the way to a destination to ensure I have ample space on my phone for all the videos and photos I plan to take. Then go through your contacts. Delete the ones you don't even remember. I started doing this more regularly after an embarrassing butt dial situation. While you're at it, assign photos to your favorite contacts. It's more fun to see a great memory of someone every time they call than just their initials or the gray person icon. And the best part, you're on airplane mode, so you can't accidentally call your ex while doing this. Rearrange your home screen or organize your apps into folders. There's no reason I need to see the Turkish Airlines app that I use 3 times a year as often as my music app, which I use 30 times a day. Or pick a new wallpaper. This is something I never really get around to, but it's always fun to be reminded of new memories, especially if they're from the trip I'm sad to be returning from. Check your storage and delete old downloads of movies or music. It's amazing how much space those HD episodes of Game of Thrones I watched 4 years ago were taking up on my phone. Make a few playlists for different occasions, like a new running playlist for the gym or a themed playlist for an upcoming party or road trip. And customize your control center or widgets to make your phone work smarter. I definitely recommend adding the background sounds widget, which is my lifesaver to drown out crying babies or adults on the plane. It'll play white noise even behind the music, podcast, or audiobook you're listening to, so it's really great. Category 3 is organize your life. Delete emails you've been ignoring forever, or create email folders to keep things tidy. I like to make an email folder for each trip to keep confirmations, receipts, and all my important info in one place. Sort through your files or docs, especially if you're juggling work and travel. Clean up the Notes app. We all have random stuff in there we haven't looked at in years. Now's the perfect time to delete it. Also, make folders for notes you actually want to keep. I keep a catch-all notes folder, but I also have one for guitar tabs and recipes, things I look for only on specific occasions. And open up your Reminders app to add those recurring tasks you always forget or put off, like changing your toothbrush or backing up your computer. Honestly, by the time you land, you'll feel like a new person. Okay, category 4 is learn something new, because plane time doesn't have to be mindless. Read a nonfiction book. I use the Libby app to download ebooks and audiobooks for free through my local libraries. It's a total game changer, and the vast majority of my plane time is spent listening to an audiobook while I simultaneously play Tetris on my phone. Or queue up an educational podcast, something interesting enough to hold your attention. Or try Rosetta Stone or a language app. 20 minutes of practice can make your next trip that much better. I love this category when I'm feeling focused but not in the mood for work. Number 5, personal and career development. aka let's pretend we have our lives together. Take a moment to reflect on your life goals or journal. I like to keep this in my notes app on my phone, but there are a ton of more robust apps if you prefer a digital version or even pen and paper. Or sketch out a 5-year plan, whether it's personal or professional. I find this is fun to look back at over time, if nothing else. Turns out my 5-year let's become a pop star plan from many 5 years back didn't end up working out. Update your resume. Even if you're not job hunting, it's good to stay ready. As someone who's been abruptly laid off in the past, it's a relief when you open up your resume file and find it looks super impressive with all of your current job responsibilities and accomplishments filled in already. Or jot down some side hustle ideas, especially if you want to fund more travel. I personally regard myself as the queen of the side hustle, having had a side hustle turned full-time embroidery business, a Poshmark selling streak that paid for an entire trip to Malta, and now a fun YouTube channel. Speaking of which, if you're getting value out of this, I'd so appreciate you giving it a like and consider subscribing for more travel content. Okay, back to the list. Take a look at your budget or finances. Check spending, plan savings, or just see where your money's going. It's like a little mid-air life audit in the best way. Category 6 is my favorite, travel planning. Add to your bucket list places you want to visit, experiences you want to have, maybe animals you want to meet. Hello, swimming with the humpback whales in Tonga. Or plan your next trip. Research things to do, make a rough itinerary, save restaurants or activities to Google Maps. It's the perfect way to get excited for where you're going next, or dream a little if you don't have something booked yet. And finally, category 7, relax, because sometimes the most productive thing you can do is rest. Take a nap, you deserve it. If you want my best tips for sleeping on a long haul flight, check out this video here. Or listen to music and zone out. Read something just for fun, whether that's fiction, magazines, whatever you love. Or do a Sudoku or play your favorite game app. Or one of my favorites, do a crossword puzzle. I love the New York Times game app. And of course, watch that show or movie you downloaded and forgot about. I like to plan for this one in advance and download a new Netflix show I've been trying to find the time to watch. Sometimes this will make me actually look forward to 10 hours of uninterrupted binge time and dedicated person just dropping by with snacks and drinks. And there you go, 35 fun and useful ways to pass the time on a long flight. Whether you're in the mood to organize, plan, relax, or just feel a little bit more in control of your life, there's something here for you. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more travel tips, and let me know in the comments what's your favorite thing to do on a flight. Or do you just stare at the seat in front of you like I used to? Thanks for watching and safe travels.